welcome to another episode of Quotes to Live By from Inspirational Goods, where we pick a quote each week to hopefully inspire you a little bit or motivate you, or just something positive to think about in your everyday life. So this week I picked a topic or a quote that I know I've talked about in some previous videos, but I think it's important to just touch base on it every once in a while because it's something so important. And the quote I picked this week is from Buddha, and the quote is just very simple, and it goes, "The trouble is you think you have time." And I picked this quote because it was actually something I am reading right now, this book. It's called The Last Arrow by Erwin McManus, and I was reading and I'm going to read this to you here, this one little paragraph in this book, and it just made me really think, and I thought it was something so important to just talk about, to remind each and every one of us to just think about our lives in this way. So he writes, "I have found that life can be incredibly elusive because it exists just on the other side of existence. Most of us are not choosing between life and death. We are choosing between existence and death. We actually never choose to live. We are so afraid of death and all its relatives, such as failure and disappointment and injury, that we actually never choose to live. For all of us, death comes too soon. It comes long before we've taken our final breaths. It's only when we realize we are terminal that we start treating time with the respect it deserves." And it just really made me think about my own life and how much am I just existing? We all exist right now. If you're listening to this, you're existing, but how alive do you feel? And I think it's important to really think about this. Are you just going through the motions of life kind of like a zombie and getting to the end of the day and wondering, what you're doing? And are you really being present? And I just wanted to talk about this today because I think it's so important for all of us to not necessarily do the most grand things in life. It's not about going on these ridiculous trips or having these awesome adventures or having a ridiculous job or, just impressing other people. I think more of living is just being present in the moment and not letting your life pass you by before it's too late. What are you grateful for? When's the last time you thought about that? Are you listening to the music or is it just playing in the background? Just stuff like that I think is so important for us to just think about and wake up in the morning and think about, what you want to do that day. Who do you want to be in your life? What are your passions? What gets you excited to wake up in the morning? Maybe start incorporating a little bit more of that into your life and start to live a little bit more with a purpose behind it in the things you enjoy, because the trouble is we think we do have time, and you need to start doing some of the things you enjoy now and being present now because life it goes by so fast. So I don't want to be one of those people that looks back at the end of my life and says, what if? And I don't think anyone wants to do that. So this is just a little reminder today for everyone to just be a little bit more present in their lives and do some of the things that they want to do now and don't wait. So I hope that this isn't something that's depressing to anyone today, and that's not the point of it. It's just kind of to create a little bit more sense of urgency in your life and to make you think about living more presently and really soaking up every moment in your life and not just letting it pass you by. So hopefully this gives you that reminder, and I thank you as always for tuning in this week, and I look forward to seeing you again next week with another episode of Quotes to Live By. Bye, everyone.